Hello everyone, I'm Pratik from LWP Labs. So today I will be again going through about Azure Data Engineer. So yesterday I would shown you how you can log in to the Microsoft Azure account, how you can proceed with your account. You can either pay as you go or you can choose a free trial. But for beginners, I suggest go. You better go with the free trial for 12 months. Right, so we'll start off by today. I'll be telling you the about the Azure portal. So first of all, you must be wondering first of all what is Microsoft Azure portal. So I'll be telling you in simple terms. Basically, the Azure portal is a website where you can manage all your Azure services and your resources, and it is also a user friendly and it will allow you to create, configure, and monitor your cloud services. So what that means is I will now show you how this Azure portal will actually look like in real picture, guys. So this is your Azure portal. So after, as I told you yesterday, after you have created your account, you will be navigated to this web page, right, guys? So here I will be giving you an overview in depth of Azure portal. So over here on the left side, this one you can see that there's a portal menu. Here you will be able to create resources. These are different resources that you can create inside your Azure portal. You can either create virtual machines, you can create SQL databases, you can create function apps, data factory, logic apps, automation, many other web services are available, guys. Now, whenever you have to create a resource, you click on a create resource. You want to create resource, for example, you want to create a virtual machine, you click on create, then you will be directed to this page where you have to provide all your subscription and your resource groups. But currently I have also, like, you guys created a free trial account, so I'll be coming to this later on. But first of all, I'll be telling you what, first of all, you must be wondering what a virtual machine is, right, guys? So basically, Azure virtual machine, in simple terms, these are just like your normal computers, which are, but there will be running in the cloud. You can use these Azure virtual machines to run your applications, websites, or any other programs. It's just like any other regular computer. Okay, guys, and then you can come to your home page. So that was your resource. So if you come down over here, you can see these are the resources that I have recently. These are the recently used resources. So over here, favorites. There are no favorites. As I said, I have also created this one as you guys. And here you can navigate through subscriptions, resource groups, all resource dashboard. These are for anyone who wants to quickly do it. Everything is available here. And then over here, if you come down, there's tools. So Microsoft Learn, these are tools for you to learn. For any beginner, they can go through these documentation, what Azure Monitor is, what Microsoft Defender for Cloud does, what is cost management and billing, and all of those stuff. And also there is more useful links documentation given over here. There's technical documentation, Azure services. So Azure services, I'll be discussing about that in the next class. There is recent Azure updates. There's Azure migration tools. You can either find an Azure expert and you can chat with them, and many other stuffs are available. So over here, as I said, this is your this is your portal menu, and this is your home page. So if I click on the dashboard, guys, so over here you can create your own dashboard. So if I click on create, you will be directed to this page. You can create a custom dashboard over here. You can customize however you want to. You can edit it whenever you want to. You can and after you want to update it, you can either go to this dashboard or you can do it either manually as well. But preferably, its dashboard is much better because it will be a quicker way where you can edit your dashboards. So you can create as much as dashboards you want. As I said, this was just a regular dashboard. Then I'll just go back. Okay. So these are the services. About this, I'll be talking in the next class. And another good feature about Azure portal is, guys, you can search whatever you want over here. Over here, you have monitor, alerts, security, cost management, management groups. All of these will be discussed in the future class, guys. Don't worry. I'm just giving you an overview of how this works. So this is the free trial. These are the resources, and you can search your documentations, whatever you want here. It's available. Now, over here, you can see that there is a co-pilot, right? So Copilot is basically an AI generated tool which allows where you can give your own questions or anything, and it will gives us an answer. It's an AI generated tool. Over here you can give your questions whatever you want to. It will give whatever how much knowledge it has, and depending on that it will give you the answers. And on over this side, on the right side, you can see that there is a cloud shell. So this is basically a command line shell. So they'll give you an option. When you click on this button, they'll say, "Welcome to Azure Cloud Shell." Select Bash or PowerShell. You can change shells at any time via the environment selector in the Cloud Shell toolbar. So what that means is either you choose Bash or PowerShell, whatever you are familiar with. I'm more familiar with Bash. So there is no storage account required. Since it's a free trial, I can just click on that, use an existing project. No, click on apply, and then the toolbar will says requesting Cloud Shell. As you can see, it says succeeded. Now it's being connected to one terminal. See guys, now you are now logged in into your Cloud Shell. So over here you can be able to control your Azure portal even with this PowerShell. And then there is this your notifications. Uh, This is your notifications, whatever activities, logs, documentation, whatever you get, pipelines, building pipelines, releasing, all those notifications will be shown over here. But right now I have a notification. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll go through that later. And there is a settings, guys. So this one is your Azure portal settings as it's shown over here. These are for your directories and subscriptions. So as I said, I am a free trial user. So it's saying default directory, which is currently I'm in that state. This is my account, and this is the default directory ID. So if you come down, you can see there is an appearance and the startup view. There is either expanded or collapsed. You can choose whichever you are more preferable with. There is dark theme, there is light theme, and down over here you can see the startup page. You can see home or dashboard. If you want your to the home page, the portal menu to be collapsed, you can choose either collapsed, choose dark. So I'll just show you if I click on apply, you can see this, guys. Now if I click on collapsed, it will just you can choose it from this side, guys. If I click on expand and if I click on apply, yeah. So over here you can see that it's fly out. If I click on fly out, it says you cannot see your portal menu. If you click on dot and if I click on apply, it shows this. Similarly, your menu behavior, how it behaves. So I prefer flyout, so I'll choose flyout. Then this one is for your support and troubleshooting. So whatever help you need or troubleshooting, if you're facing any errors, you can just describe your issues over here. You can just type in your issue and you can click and you can see the other frequently asked questions. That's FAQs. And this is the feedback to Microsoft. You can just take your time and give a feedback to Microsoft. You can either choose the smile, sad, whatever you want to. Now, I'll tell you about the other resources that's very important when coming to Azure. This is the cost management billing. So basically, this what it does is the Azure portal will help to track your usage and expenses with this cost management and billing section. You can see how much you're spending, and you can also set budgets. to ensure that to avoid your unexpected costs. But as I said, I'm using a free trial, so there is nothing over here that is to be shown. This is the subscription. This is the free trial that I'm using. So over here, you can see that this is the cost management billing that I'm inside this directory, inside the subscription. So this is the subscription. And also this is the invoices. I'm sure there's not much invoice over here because I've not done anything yet. These are the payment methods. Okay, guys, so we'll go back to another important topic that is inside overview. I'll show you the overview. Inside that there is another important term that is to be shown, that is security and alerts. So over here you can see security. So this is your here you can find whatever you want. Here there's documentation provided. In your left side you can see all your secured identity access. You can diagnose and solve problems. So basically the security and alerts, the Azure portal will allow, it has some as you can see, it has some tools for monitoring your security, and you can also set up alerts in case to notify you if you face any issues with your resources. And also you can manage who has access to your account. So in Azure we call it, as in the technical term, we call it as Azure Active Directory. So I'll come to that later. And finally, there's one more important topic. So I'll show you about the Azure monitoring. You click on, if you search on this toolbar, guys, if I search on monitor, you can see this is the overview of the monitor. So over here, you'll be able to see the insights of this application insights, container. It can be anything. It can be VMs. It can be network insights. And over here, it's clearly given detection, triage, and diagnosis. Over here, you will be able to check your metrics, alerts, logs, workbooks, and many other stuffs. So basically what Azure Monitor is basically it is a service in the Microsoft Azure where it will help you to track and manage the performance and the health of your resource. So basically, it's like a checkup, like whenever you visit a doctor, similarly, something like that. It's like a health checkup for your cloud services. If there is any issue, you can track it here inside this monitor. And also, it also tracks virtual machines, web apps, databases, many things. It also shows you metrics. As you can see over here, it shows you metrics over here. You can check how much CPU usage is done, how much response time has the CPU has given, how much disk space that has been used, and how much memory usage that has been applied. So all of this can be seen, and if your storage of your app is running slowly, you can make sure that you can stop these resources in this monitor section. And over here, this is the logs part. So logs and alerts, basically logs is to collect the log data from your resources. So this is your log and analytics. So you can play this video and you can check. The Azure already has a video on how okay, I'm not sure why it isn't playing. Okay, so it's basically where it will help you to understand inside the application on your virtual machine by collecting the logs from your data from the resources. And also there is another important term called as alerts. As you can see over here, this is the alerts. So over here, you will be alerts can be set if something goes wrong, like if a virtual machine will stop working, or if anything, something like maybe if a service has used most data, if it has been used, it will give an error. It can be critical, it can be error, it can be warning. All of those tools can be shown over here. So as you can see right here, I have notification. It says, see guys, says subscription free trial has a remaining credit. So this is how the notification bar works. So that is just an insight that I have given you, basically an overview of Azure portal, how it works. So basically Azure, in conclusion, I can say that Azure portal is basically a simple way in order to control your cloud services, and you can create and manage your resources like your virtual machines, storage accounts, and your applications. And also make sure also it helps to track performance and manage costs easily. Thank you.
Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!